Welcome back to Hampton Roads Business Weekly. We are here with the founder of 80/20, a software consulting shop here in downtown Norfolk, with Erik Olson. Erik, great to have you.
Hey, Zach. Thanks for having me.
How did you come up with the idea to start your own software company?
Well, it was about 3.5 years ago. I was doing a lot of work for the Navy, and I was working on a large program that was coming up for rebid, and I realized that the rebid process was out of my control. I'd been doing Navy contracting for about 9 years, and I was looking to make a change. So when the opportunity presented itself, when the contract was up for rebid, I decided instead of taking my chances with the rebid, I was going to try to get some commercial work.
And so you started 80/20, which is about 2 years
2.5
old
years
now.
old. Yep.
But this isn't your first rodeo. You had gone and had the entrepreneurial itch a couple other times. How did that experience get you ready for this one?
A lot of lessons learned. So I made a lot of mistakes over the years. I've had a couple different companies. Honestly, none of them were huge successes. Each one of them I shut down after a couple of years. But each one of them, I actually learned several things about what I should do and shouldn't do going forward.
And so how often are you looking at that chart saying, I got to make sure I don't do this thing again? And have you ever tried looking at it and saying, okay, I lost here, right? I didn't work this way, but could I just tweak it a little bit to make it work this next time?
Well, as far as like the lessons learned from before, I carry that over into what I do now. But I don't really look at that chart on a day in and day out basis. But what I do is, as things come up in this business now on a day-to-day basis, I should say, we do lessons learned. So we do it as a team. So after an event, we do a lessons learned session. At the end of a project, during a project.
So lessons learned is like a debrief of what happened?
It's basically the team getting together and talking about what went well, what went poorly, what we could do to avoid the poor situations going forward. So we're trying to incrementally improve as we actually perform the work.
What are some other ways that you've been able to get the team to work better together? What's worked and what hasn't?
Well, so we're a consulting company, which means that we're a lot of times we're running around town helping various clients. So on any given day, this office could be empty or it could be completely full with everyone on the team. So since we're kind of like sometimes passing each other, what we realize we need to do is try to foster a sense of teamwork. So we'll do things like meet for lunch every week or two. We have a standing every other week lunch that the company puts on. We pick a location, we all meet there. I pay for it. It's not that much money, honestly, but it builds up teamwork and camaraderie. That helps a lot.
Do you have a line item in your kind of plan for the future for team building, business morale?
No, but I have a sense of how much it costs, and it's really not that much money. So there's 9 of us right now. For all of us to go to lunch, it costs something like $80 or $90. It's peanuts. It's nothing. If you have a team that is actually working much better together and it only costs you $90 every 2 weeks, it's well worth the money. Absolutely.
So one of your strategies, not only to grow as a business, but also from a team building perspective, is to send your team to conferences and also host a conference. How have you figured that is a good solution for you to grow in some of those respects?
Sure. So once a year we take everyone in the company, the developers in particular, to a software development conference. This past July we went to Knoxville, and it's a great opportunity to learn more about what we do day in and day out.
So you guys collectively as a group decide we want to go to that conference and that's the one? Or?
That's right. Yep. So we all went out there. We flew out to Knoxville and we spent 2 or 3 days out there for a 2-day conference. We get exposed to new things in the industry. We get to see what other people are doing, and we get to bring that information back into our work and try different things, different technologies. So we did that. We also do once a month what we call tech sessions. Mm-hmm. A tech session is where we all get together and someone presents on something that they're doing that's interesting. Something that maybe has nothing to do with any of the projects that we're actually working on, but it's something that they're working on as like a hobby, a pet project.
And you distribute that just internally?
Well, we
or-
do it internally. It's primarily for internal training purposes where we train each other.
Yep.
But then we also broadcast it for the larger software development community. So we do it for team building and for training, but then we broadcast it really for the good of the community and then also for business development purposes.
Great. Thank you so much, Erik.
Thank you.